Okay, so this is a video that I've been wanting to make for a few weeks now because I have gotten a few concerned messages and comments over the last few months. Am I wasting my life on my long distance relationship? Let's get into it because I am so excited. Am I wasting my education? A lot of people are concerned because they know that I've been taking a few years off of school to figure out what I want to study and to maybe explore other options. I firmly believe that I would be taking time off school even if Carlo and I weren't dating. I firmly believe this because I don't know what I want to study. And I did initially start taking time off because I thought maybe we could search for something there. But now in retrospect, taking off time has been a very, very beneficial thing for me. I don't want to jump into a $20,000 degree without knowing what I want to do. And a lot of Americans do that. And I get that Italian kids don't really do that. I get that if you take a year or two of a school, a university school, you guys are like fudged, but that's not really how it works here. Another comment I get is that I go to Italy too much and that Carlo doesn't come to the United States enough. And this is something that we've talked about a lot. I wanted to go to Italy because I thought that it was more fun than America. And as I've gone there more and more, the magic is sort of worn off, and we have decided to definitely take steps to he's going to come here this summer. And I know that we said August, but there were some problems and he had some issues with his school that he could not get out of, so he'll be here in September. Another comment I get is that I change my life too much for him and he doesn't change his life at all for me. My life is like an open road. I have a lot of exits that I can take, and maybe if I take an exit I can loop back around and I can get on the highway. I don't have a lot of roadblocks. I don't have any set path. I can go where I please and double back, and it's okay. And Carlo can't do that because he is going to medical school and he is being supported by his parents, and he does not have the freedoms that I do, and he can't make decisions like I can. His parents, they provide everything for him and he has to abide by their wishes. So if I want to spend my money and if I want to spend my time going to Italy to see my boyfriend for 2 months, I can do that and it's okay. And you know, if that's the way it takes for us to be together and if that's how it has to be, that I go over there more, then I'm willing to make that sacrifice. Another thing people say is that you've been waiting too much. You need to make a decision, be together or break it off. And to that, I want to say, what kind of world do you live in? What kind of world do you live in where, you know, you could just say goodbye like,
I guess it didn't work. Bye, love of my life. I'm just gonna go now.
Like, okay, yeah, we tried some stuff. It didn't work out. Okay. People want me to move there. I'm going to list off the reasons why I have not moved there yet. School is very hard there, and I cannot study something that I would like to study. I would have to study engineering and architecture or something, and I am not good at either of those things. I am very dumb. I want to study something more applicable to my life and my career. I did try to work there. I had a fantastic company. I love the people there, but they wanted to bring me on as a private contractor and they really couldn't provide a visa, and that's okay. We tried that. It's fine. It didn't work out, whatever. A lot of people have been asking about marriage, and I am just gonna say it. We will not be getting married anytime soon because we're both young. I know you guys are like, when is it gonna happen? But you have to keep in mind, I'm 22 and he's 22, and I'm pretty sure Italians don't get married until they're like 29. So I don't know why we are an exception. Another comment I get is that I'm not focusing on my future, and it's like, don't lose sight. Focus on your future. And you know, I get that why you think that I'm not focusing on my future because of the way I present myself on social media and how I basically only ever talk about Carlo. But I have a lot going on in my life that you guys don't really know about. I have gotten multiple emails from multiple people in the past few months for internships and job offers, and I currently, for a while there, I had 3 jobs and it was pretty wild. I'm doing a lot of things. I am connecting to people. I'm making another film soon. I've got a life going on. You guys just don't really see it. Sorry. I want to make this clear. Just because I'm not in school does not mean that my life is stagnant. I know how European schools work. I know how European kids work. I know that the only way to feel like you're getting somewhere is to be in university. You know, the United States does not have to be that way. And I think I'm a pretty good example of that. American dream. Oh, something else I get is that people are like, don't let him define you, girl. You are your own person. And it's like, wait, hold on. I know I'm my own person. I spend most of my life on my own. I do not spend most of my life with Carlo, although he is a big part of my identity. He's not the only part in it by any means. I am a princess. I am a mermaid. I am an award-winning editor, writer, and actress. And at the end of that list, I have a YouTube channel and I have a boyfriend. This is just a small part of my life. I'm gonna get a little bit more serious. And I know that the girl who wrote this to me is probably watching right now. And I'm going to try not to be mad at you because I understand that you are probably saying this from a moment of self-consciousness, and I understand that you're probably projecting your life onto mine. You're failing. The last year of your life was a failure. You said in the message that you felt that I was a failure because I was not in school and I had not moved to a big city to pursue my career, and that I was not pouring my whole heart and soul into moving to LA and spending $2,000 on an apartment that I can't afford to try to break into an industry that's impossible to break into. Life is a bunch of blurry baby steps that take you into a place that you're content with. I'm not gonna wake up one day and be a famous filmmaker. I'm not going to get a call someday that's gonna jettison me into some sort of career path that I will be able to clearly and markedly put into boxes. This is the moment I succeeded. That's not how life works. Life doesn't work like that, you know? Life is confusing and it's slow. And I don't think that somebody on the internet can judge whether or not that my life has been successful. I know you guys are stressed about this relationship and about me, but I can promise you that there's nothing that you can comment that Carlo and I have not already talked through and figured out a way to deal with. Unless something big happens in the near future, Carlo and I will continue to live in separate countries. This is not us giving up. This is us adjusting to new circumstances and new information. There's still an end game. We're still planning to be together, but right now it's a little bit muddy. And that's okay. Life doesn't have to be crystal clear. Life is rarely crystal clear. And anybody who says that they know what they want and how to achieve it and exactly what they're going to do to get there, they're pulling it out of their asses. They are not telling the truth because life doesn't fucking make sense. We're all just floating around. I love Carlo. I do not think that I'm wasting my life on him. Because of him, I have seen and experienced things that I never would have seen and experienced. I have a love that is so pure and so good. I have a partner who I want to spend the rest of my life with. Our relationship is only made stronger by distance, and I am only made stronger by distance. And we are going to keep going. That felt good.